Greetings, carnivores. Welcome back to Carnivore Confidential. Dougie the Butcher. What you're about to see is a wrap on my bacon video, the episode number 3, and hope you enjoy. Welcome back, carnivores. Dougie the Butcher, Carnivore Confidential. Today we're finishing up our homemade bacon video, initially, and then cured it in the brine for I think it was 12 to 14 days. It's been a few weeks, so this video is kind of compressed, and it seems like it's just happening right now, but it's actually been stretched out over a month, 3 weeks to a month. Anyway, today we're going to finish up the pork bacon video. I got to get the pork belly out of the fridge. I got to set up my cutting board and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So come on back. I know you won't be able to taste it or smell it, but I'm sure you'd be impressed if you tried it yourself. That's the whole name of the game. Go out and get yourself some cure or look up a cure recipe on the internet. Try it for yourself and you won't be disappointed, I'm sure. Anyway, come on back. We're going to get started in a moment. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, first things first, like I introduced this to you the last time I had my cutting board out, and basically all it is a little mat that prevents your cutting board from sliding around on something slippery like this. I got this at the dollar store, dirt cheap, but anyway, just spread it out, and then I add the cutting board. There we go, cutting board. What we're going to do next is grab some knives. We're going to use my big, I call it the Excalibur. It's it's got a lot of weight to it, so it requires very little effort to push it through the meat. I don't need this today. I will use this today. And what else have we got in here? Nothing else that I need for today, so we get rid of the rest of this stuff. And here we are with our lovely pork belly. I can smell it right through the plastic. Crazy. Okay, let's get it going here. It smells so good. You'll notice that it's quite a bit firmer than it was when it was fresh. If you're doing this yourself, you'll notice that it gets quite a bit firmer once you cure it and smoke it. So it's not quite as, it is wobbly, wiggly. Sometimes what I like to do with these things is put them in the freezer for all right, before I so rudely interrupted myself by dropping that friggin' thing on the ground, let's see if we can pick up where we left off. All right, not sure where we left off before I dropped my camera on the ground, but I think I was talking about how firm this is once you cure it. It's much firmer than it was when it was soft. Oh yeah, I remember what I was saying. What I like to do sometimes with these things, it makes it a whole lot easier to slice them, is to throw it in the freezer for 20 minutes to 30 minutes to make it a little bit firm. You don't want to freeze it through, but that makes it a little easier to slice. And certainly if you've got an electric slicer, I do have one of those, but I'm not going to bother with it today because it's too much of a pain in the butt to clean. But it just makes it a little bit easier to clean, a little bit easier to slice. But I think this is firm enough that we're just going to go ahead and rock and roll right now. You can't see them, but I've got 2 very interested dogs up here in what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to go get one more thing and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Before I get rolling, safety first, folks. Chainmail glove. Saves a lot of heartache if you make a slip with your knife. So safety first. It's like riding my motorcycle without a helmet. I just don't feel safe. So I always glove up. This smells fantastic. Look how lean that is. Beautiful. I know I'm going slowly, but I'm going slowly for the benefit of you guys. And also, I don't want to make weird shaped cuts. I'm going to go ahead and get this done. And we'll come back to it when I've got it all finished and ready for the frying pan. What's going to happen here, as I get down to the end of it, it's going to be more and more difficult to make a slice out of it. So when that starts to happen, as you can see, it's getting quite a bit fatter. As that starts to happen, I'm going to abandon the slices and go for cubes. And of course, the cubes will be for Caesar salad or treats for your pooch, treats for yourself, whatever. It's candy. Yeah, see that? Now, okay. So we're just going to cube the rest of this up. and we'll be right back. All right, so we're reached the very end of it. It's quite fatty. That slice right there, I'm probably going to slice up for cubes as well. But I'm just going to slice this into a few cubes, and we're going to use that for, we're going to use that for, you see, the magic of the glove. I just poked myself in the finger and I didn't hurt myself. Anyway, so I'm just going to slice this into nasty little slices. It's hard to hold it because it's jiggly, as you can see. And then looks like we get one more slice out of this perhaps. And then it's going to be cubes. Oh, and another thing, I thought a great use for this, these little cubes here would be, of course, spaghetti carbonara. And I'm not a chef, but I make a mean carbonara. And it's funny, many people think that carbonara actually has cream in it because it's a creamy, it looks like it's a creamy sauce, but that creamy sauce is actually made from the egg. It's all it is true spaghetti carbonara. If an Italian made it, he probably made it with guanciale, which is a cured pork jowl. It's very bacon-like, but quite a bit fattier than this, but it wouldn't look like that because, as I said, it's quite a bit fattier. Or you could use pancetta, which is an Italian bacon made from the side bacon, rolled up side bacon. But I'm going to slice this up. I'm making myself hungry thinking about a carbonara. And that's what I'm going to make with it. And my wife will probably want some bacon bits for Caesar salads. The sharp knife goes a long ways to help you out with this stuff. And that concludes our fresh pork belly, cold smoked, cured, and we've yet to fry it off, but that's next. So come on back. Okay, welcome back, folks, to my ancient old stove, but hey, we work with what we've got, right? I've got a red hot, well, this was on there, so it's already pretty hot. Got my favorite cast iron skillet, and we're just going to add that first wedge cut of bacon that I made. See the wedge cut? I'm just going to try it. We're just going to get rid of it. I could cube it up for carbonara, but we're going to fry it up instead and give it a taste. And my smoke detector is going to go off, guaranteed. I'm pretty sure, well, I know for a fact that it's cooked through. I just wanted to get it a little bit crispier, but that may not be the case. That may not be possible. Well, it would be possible, but I'm going to probably end up burning the rest of it. So we may call this a wrap. Matter of fact, I think we will. Greetings, carnivores. Welcome back. This pretty much wraps this up. We've fried it up, we've sliced it, we smoked it, we cured it, we brined it for 12 to 14 days, rinsed it, let it sit in the water. Now we've sliced it, we've cubed it, we've fried it. We're going to give it the old taste test, but I wanted to bring you up to date on a couple of things that you may or may not have noticed in this video. Number one being that at some point during the filming of this, my camera, and my tripod actually fell on the floor, and when I picked it back up and put the camera back on the tripod on the cradle, it was actually upside down. I'm using a cell phone, right, to videotape this, so it was initially I was recording this way, and when it came back I was recording this way. So because I'd already done all the work, I can't go back and unslice it. Hopefully you forgive me for halfway through this video noticing that it's upside down and right side up. And anyway, so we're back right side up again. Just wanted to touch base on that and say apologize for my blooper. Like I said, I'm still new at this, but let's taste this. Excuse me, I poured tea for myself a long time ago and I forgot about it. Now it's cold. So let's slice this. I wouldn't normally slice it on my sink, but in order to slice it over here, I've got cooked versus raw product, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to keep things separate. And let's give this a taste. See what this tastes like. Great smoke. Awesome smoky flavor. Oh my God, that's delicious. Not too salty, which is perfect. I'm a bit of a saltaholic myself, but that's delicious. All right, folks, there you have it. Fresh side bacon, fresh pork belly, cold smoked, cured, sliced, fried, tasted. Drop the mic. Hope you had fun, carnivores. Come on back. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe to my new channel. I'm very new at this, learning as I go. The video editing part's kicking my butt, but anyway, hopefully come on back next week. Anyway, thanks for coming by. Dougie the Butcher, Carnivore Confidential, signing off. Thanks again.